These days, the general public is becoming more and more aware of the serious water problems facing us here on Long Island. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Over the past half century, our water resources have undergone several studies and assessments. They provide numerous recommendations and strategies. Some even offer warnings, now turning out to be prophetic. These studies and reports possess one common thread. They were all approved to stave off the very tipping points threatening Long Island's groundwater today. Okay, so we were warned and told what to do, and we've known it for a long time. So why hasn't Long Island responded? What's been stopping us from saving our water and saving ourselves? Surprisingly, the reason is a simple but quite significant disconnect. Long Island possesses no groundwater management capable of taking report recommendations and strategies and implementing them into resource policy and practice. And no management means no action. None. To solve this disconnect, Long Island must first create an entity capable of executing both policy and practice. The entity must provide expert science-based groundwater management and protection, be independent of politics and private interests, and must be empowered to act officially and proactively. Unfortunately, enacting this concept is a long way off. And while we wait, the studies and reports I mentioned continue to sit on a shelf, abandoned and going to waste, sort of like ripe fruit left withering on a vine. So what's stopping us from creating this entity? Well, that's a topic for a whole nother soapbox. But for now, let me just say that by themselves, studies are actually a small part of the solution and a very big part of the fail-to-act problem. Although critical to prudent management, studies can be a two-edged sword. The proactive edge makes everyone look great, attentive, busy, and aggressive. But then there's the disingenuous edge. It provides the perfect smokescreen for faking these virtues and deflecting the follow-through. And before you know it, and without anybody realizing it, progress has come to a freezing halt again. Until, of course, the public wakes up and panic sets in again, and the whole "we need yet another study" cycle repeats itself again and again. Or worse, until the kick can finally comes to the end of its road and the unthinkable happens. Long Island is forced to face the fated demise of its drinking water supply. Is the governor's new groundwater proposal doomed to be just another study-only casualty? Quite possibly. Without a management entity to convert his plans into action, the proposal is sure to stall or derail altogether. Long Island's water resource history has been one big self-defeating sin of omission, and its ongoing legacy could easily be the source of a well-deserved epitaph. They would much rather study their water than save it.
The views expressed on the Soapbox are not necessarily those of Water Matters, its sponsors, hosts, guests, or underwriters. If you'd like to stand on the Water Matters Soapbox and sound off about a water issue, send your script to soapbox@liwater.org.